We live in a world that never stops talking. From the moment we wake up, we are greeted by a chorus of notifications, opinions, and expectations. We are told that to be successful is to be visible, to be happy is to be surrounded, and to be valuable is to be constantly connected. In this loud, crowded landscape, those who choose to step back are often labeled with a cold, clinical term, antisocial. But there is a profound deception in that label. Being antisocial implies a hatred of people, a fear of interaction, or a lack of social skill. But for many of us, the withdrawal isn't born from hate. It is born from a deep, uncompromising love for our own internal clarity. We are not antisocial, we are selective. Think of your social energy as a currency. Most people spend it like loose change, tossing it at every passerby, every superficial small talk, and every obligation that doesn't move their soul. By the time the sun sets, they are bankrupt. They have nothing left for the people who actually matter, or more importantly, for themselves. To be selective is to realize that your time is a finite resource. It is the quiet act of saying, my energy is a sanctuary, and not everyone is invited to stand at the altar. The exhaustion you feel after a night out or a long day at the office isn't usually caused by the presence of people. It is caused by the weight of the mask you have to wear to be among them. This is the hidden tax of the social world, the mask of performance. We spend hours nodding at jokes that aren't funny, agreeing with opinions we don't hold, and maintaining a level of brightness that feels entirely alien to our true nature. When you are selective, you aren't rejecting society, you are rejecting the exhaustion of the performance. You find yourself asking, why am I here? What am I gaining from this exchange? If the answer is nothing but fatigue, the selective mind begins to withdraw. This withdrawal is a survival mechanism. It is the realization that being alone with your thoughts is infinitely more productive than being lonely in a room full of people who don't truly see you. We retreat not because we are cold, but because we are protecting the warmth of our authenticity. We would rather be missing in the eyes of the world than lost in the eyes of ourselves. This brings us to the most critical realization of the selective life, the concept of the wall. When you choose to be selective, you begin to build a wall around your life. At first, this wall feels like a masterpiece of self-preservation. It is a filter. It stands tall against the things you did not choose, the drama that isn't yours, the noise that distracts you, and the emotional vampires who seek to drain your spirit. This wall is your peace. It is the boundary that says, beyond this point, I am in control. But we must talk about the danger of the architect. A wall that is strong enough to keep the world out is also strong enough to lock you in. This is the thin, treacherous line we walk. We must learn the difference between where you are drained because you're pretending and where you are uncomfortable because you're growing. That line is invisible, but it changes everything. Sometimes we use selectivity as a sophisticated excuse for cowardice. We stay behind the wall not because we are recharging, but because we are afraid of the friction that comes with being seen. Silence is a power, yes, but it can also become a cage. When the wall becomes too high, it doesn't just block the noise, it blocks the truth. It prevents you from going out to meet the very experiences that are designed to break you open and make you more. The world is messy. Growth is messy. If you only ever choose the safe silence, you are not being selective, you are being stagnant. You are using your wall to hide from the version of yourself that can only be born through the heat of challenge. The wall should be a gate, not a tomb. It should allow you to filter out the garbage, but it must remain low enough for you to climb over when a real opportunity for growth calls your name. Are you staying home because the crowd is shallow, or are you staying home because the truth of the world is too heavy to carry? You must be honest with yourself. Selective peace is a virtue. Selective hiding is a slow death of the potential. True selectivity is about sovereignty. It is about being the absolute ruler of your own boundaries. To be sovereign means you have the power to say no to the superficial, but you also have the courage to say yes to the uncomfortable. It means recognizing that you don't owe the world your presence, but you do owe yourself your growth. The goal isn't to become a hermit who fears the sun. The goal is to become a person who is so grounded in their own silence that they can step into the loudest room and not lose their center. You don't need 1,000 connections. You need a few that resonate with the frequency of your soul. And you don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be exactly where you are needed, including the places that make your heart beat a little faster out of fear. The next time you choose to stay behind your wall, look at the stones you've laid. Ensure they are protecting your purpose, not just sheltering your ego. The most powerful people in the world are those who know exactly when to withdraw to find their strength and exactly when to emerge to use it. Take a hard look at the wall you've built around your life. Is it protecting your peace, or is it just a safe place to hide from the truth of what you could become? Are you staying in the quiet because you are full, or because you are afraid to be tested? If you've realized that your wall has become a little too high lately, let us know in the comments. How do you tell the difference between recharging and hiding? Let's discuss the architecture of our boundaries together. For more explorations into the depths of the human experience, subscribe to The Mind Echoes. Until next time, be kind to your mind.